Hi everyone, Michelle here with the NRDC Action Fund, and now I want to talk about wrapping everything up and walk you through some frequently asked questions. As you're wrapping up, confirm that you've logged voter responses in the survey and responded to everyone as needed. Then you can log off. Pat yourself on the back for a job well done. Some people take a few hours to respond, so continue to spot check your unread messages a few times over the next 24 hours to catch any lingering responses and track survey questions and reply as you are able. If you're not able to do this, just let us know on Slack or info@nrdcactionfund.org and we'll make sure another volunteer can follow up with any stragglers who text you back. Now for some FAQs. You probably have questions. When can I send texts? You can only send texts between 9 a.m. and 9 p.m. local time to who we're texting. So it's not necessarily based on where you live, it's based on wherever the voter you're texting lives. So for example, if you're texting someone in California, you can text them from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Pacific time. How long will texting take? You should expect to receive and respond to replies up to 24 hours after you send out your initial messages. But most people who respond will do so within the first couple hours, so definitely plan accordingly. After you've done your initial responses, continue to spot check your unread messages a few times to catch any lingering responses and to track survey questions and reply. What do I do if I get someone who's not with us? It happens. Don't worry, simply say have a great day and mark the survey section if it's applicable and move on. If they ask to be removed from the list, opt them out and make a judgment call about your response. Most of the time, there's no need to respond if someone requests to opt out. The big thing to remember is just to move on. Again, there's no need to spend time on folks who aren't with us. There are plenty of other people ready and waiting to hear from you. Here are a few things to be prepared for. Wrong numbers happen a lot. It's just how it is. All you need to do is apologize and opt them out. There will be a response for this in your recommended replies. You might also get phone calls. People receiving messages will not see your real phone number, so they won't be calling you directly. But when they call the number, they can see it connect to a phone and be able to leave a message, showing up as another disguised number. It's 100% fine to ignore these calls, and you can use the recommended reply for this if you want to, but you don't have to. And you don't need to listen to the voicemails. Finally, if someone says something inappropriate or offensive, opt them out and move on. Don't engage. In our experience, this doesn't happen very often, but you should be prepared in case it does. Some people will want more details about who you are and how you got their number. They will have your first name because it populates in the first text message, and they may ask something like Matt who, or is this Matt Anderson, or they might be confused about who you are. You can give your last name if you want, but you can always just say, I'm a volunteer with the NRDC Action Fund. That's the Natural Resources Defense Council Action Fund. And let them know that we got their number from a publicly available list of registered voters. Also, you might end up getting media messages. Sometimes people will send back pictures, GIFs, voicemails, which come in as media messages, similar to calls, and those are also totally fine to ignore. Ask for help. We're on call. If you need support during your shift, let us know and we'll be there to help you. You can initially turn to the Help Center at this link. It has all of the stuff you've heard about in this training and more. You can bookmark it so you can find it again easily if you need to look something up during your shift. If it's not there, you can also email the question to us directly, which will be checked by NRDC Action Fund staff at info@nrdcactionfund.org. We'll be actively responding to questions between the hours of 10 a.m. and 6 p.m. Eastern, and if you email outside of these hours, we'll get back to you as soon as possible. And you can always refer to Slack in order to get an answer faster. We'll be on call again from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m., and other volunteers will also be online. Thank you for watching this training.